And today, this video will also be available on, wait for it.
Dun, dun, dun. I forgot the name of
my second channel, Tassie AFL. So make sure you go and check that out. The link will be in the description, as always. And the petition will be in the link in the description. So make sure you go and check that out and sign on to it. And for our video today, get that ball out of here. I don't brag for Essendon no more. Today's video is going to be about what Tasmanian AFL, just the general and the club, needs to be successful.
And I don't need this guy.
I think they do need me because I'm doing a better job than the AFL at the moment. What the AFL need is a ground.
Okay. Isn't there the Hawks ground? They could play there.
No. Good point though. Hawthorn's ground, University of Tasmania Stadium first of all, is only 13 minutes away from where we live. So we're pretty lucky. Anyway, we're pretty lucky, except it only holds 18,000.
That's okay.
No, it's not. And North Melbourne's ground, Bloodstone Arena, holds even less, 13,000. The point they do get is they are multi-sports events. What the AFL need is to have a ground, 25,000 to 30,000 seats.
That's not that many.
Oh yeah, it is. And
Bid up a billion.
that would be nice. And a multi-sports ground, so it can be held
For cricket.
footy.
Cricket.
No, you were supposed to say basketball. Anyway,
Basketball.
a multi-sport.
Soccer.
Alright, that's enough.
What other sports? Baseball.
Okay, that's enough. AFL can definitely afford this, even if they're whinging they can't afford this, because have you seen the ticket prices? The ticket prices for general admission, which we used to get before we became members of Port and Essendon, were expensive. They were at least $70, so they were not cheap. So if every person got multiple tickets, you'd get, if 3 people got tickets of $70, you would end up having $210 out of 3 people. What the AFL would also need is they would need a way, with the support of the club, to promote their club. They need to get the fans to the games, which is not exactly something I'm seeing in Tasmanian AFL just yet, North Melbourne especially. You get a few Hawthorn games. I'm more impressed with Hawthorn. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not really, because they need a way to promote their club. They need a way to promote and support their club so that more people and members come in. If you're talking to me, I don't care. I'm being an automatic member, pretty much. And they would need a way to support the club, need to keep it going. They don't want to be 3 years in and then folding, because they don't want to be 3 years in and folding, because that would just ruin it. That would just ruin the whole competition. It would just change a lot. Even if they do decide to bring in a Tasmanian AFL team, it's already going to change a lot. Except what it's going to do is they want that to be sustainable. Not environmentally sustainable as such. They do want that as well, but they don't necessarily want that. What they really want is it to be able to go for several amount of years, like Melbourne and Richmond and Collingwood and Essendon and all those good teams. Although Essendon aren't that good anymore, but I don't care. All those teams that have been in this league for at least 100 years, I reckon. They want a sustainable club, which is doable, but they have to put the money behind them. Which Gillan McLachlan, who, if you don't know, is the CEO of the AFL, first of all, is not good. That's the kindest way I can put that. Not very good, and doesn't back things. If you haven't noticed, the Labor government have given $25 million to support $25 million to support Tasmanian AFL. Yet Gil and McLaughlin has said that's not happening. We're not doing that. That's just rude, I reckon. If you don't know, not that I'm really into politics, but we have a Liberal government, but the opposition is Labor. Labor, we want to vote for Labor because Labor are going to give us a Tasmanian AFL team. They're fully behind the Tasmanian AFL team, except Gil and McLaughlin's not, which is really annoying because we're getting money for this team, but Gil and McLaughlin won't spend it on it. That is really annoying. And with the amount of funds that need to go into the stadium, yeah, the ticket prices are going to be quite a help, but they need a bit more than that. They're going to need some extra funds, which they do have. And finally, they would need to be able to gain enough reputation to get good players. Now, if you haven't been noticing and watching the trade period of the AFL, you would know that it's most likely Tasmanian players from Tasmania would are likely to move back. It's seen in a lot of cases that a lot of players from different states are moving back to their home state, which is really interesting actually. And it's more likely if there's a Tasmanian AFL team, they want to play good players like Ben Brown and Jack Revolt. Maybe not those bigger players, but some players that are in different states are going to go and play for this club. Obviously, they've got to have good coaches, good fitness. Fitness is really important in this day and age because the game is so physical and so violent. Violent, and running around. That you need good fitness coaches and all that. You need to be able to get good players, and it's a tough league, the AFL. The only rubbish side, not to put blame on the Gold Coast fans and players. The players I can blame, but the fans, I'm sorry, because Gold Coast fans are good. They stay there the whole game, except the club. The club went wrong from the get-go by wasting all the money on Gary Ablett, who wasn't even a high-class quality player at the Suns. He was past his best when he moved on from the Cats. For the first time, now he's gone back, obviously, last year. He's a superstar now, but with the Suns he was rubbish. That's wasted half their money on buying a few good players, which is not good. So, they're my 3 reasons why what the AFL need to do to make a Tasmanian AFL team. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, and make sure you go and check out Tasmanian AFL on the link in the description below. That's all from me. Hope you have a real bloody fantastic week. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's all from me.